Hello everyone! We're actually going to now make a guide on food, how food, consuming food, and creating food is important to progress the game, to help you in early game, mid game, and also late game. So let's just start ahead. First of all, you're going to unlock foods cooking at some point pretty early in the game. When you unlock it, don't hesitate and make your food. You can change your ingredients if you click on... Wait, because you can't see it because of me. Let me just push myself out a little bit. Like this. Okay, so if you click on this thing here, you can actually change the ingredients. These ingredients you can find if you fight against monsters. So for instance, killing recommenders is going to give you recommend scallops, and killing like other shelly menders will give you like this specific materials. So you can always change the materials that you want. If you, for instance, don't have a lot of recommended scallops, giant recommended scallops, you can always go for recommended pairs, for instance. And then you cook ahead. You see the path on this side, and the way to unlock the food. Don't worry, you're going to get a lot of materials. As you can see, I have 192 here, 156 here, and I'm using the food 24/7. When you're in the late game, so this is for early game, when you're in the late game, you definitely want to use and cook all your side dishes with the capture proficiency, because this will actually increase your chances of capturing monsters overall, but also of capturing higher proficiency monsters. If you can already getting cooking this in mid-game, you can also do this, because the only bottleneck on materials of the side dish of high rarity is actually the gathering. So for instance, the popping pepper, or the crystal bloom for 3-star, or for 4-star food, the spirit mushroom. So all the other ingredients, again, I have to move myself to show you this a little bit. There we go. You always see the gray materials. This is like what you can get from monsters. Right, you can get this from monsters, also the green one. This is what you can get from monsters. What you can change. What you can't change is what you gather. If you click on the materials or ingredient, you can click on gathering, and then you see where you can get this. For instance, you want to see, okay, where do I get the mere ingredient of the mushroom for my jelly or ice cream or mochi or tart, because the grades of food always share the same gathering material, just different monster materials. So if I want to see where do I get mushrooms, I click on gathering, and then I see on Orkin, for instance, and then you got to see there is a mushroom. So you got to go there and farm there. Farm your mushrooms. It's your end game. Try to farm every mushroom that you can get. And yeah. Without further ado, let me actually cook one of these and show you what I'm doing. So let's start cooking. I have my ingredients. I have 100 water gelatin, a lot of I don't know what this is, gumbead, and 93 spirit mushrooms. Cooking also requires a little bit of gold, but that is negligible. There we go. So now we finished with the side dishes. Let's actually go with the main course, the entrees. So side dishes are super important. They buffing your crit damage, defense, elemental weaknesses. So they're actually really good at the conquest. So if you're late game, but it's also really important. If you early game and you want to progress, don't hesitate. Cook the best food you can and use the food. Use it for bosses, use it for monsters, use it to progress. You're going to get enough materials if you play the game. So don't worry, cook your food and eat it. But what's super important is also the capture proficiency, because this, like I said before, is actually increasing your chances of capturing monsters and capturing higher grade monsters. Okay, let's go to the main course. The main course is also on different tiers, and it's like the same tier. You have materials from monsters, and then you also have materials that are together. So everything that you can change is from monsters, and everything you can't change again is from gathering. And same goes here. Every tier has its own gathering. So for instance, all green food require rainbow peas. All blue food require tortoise shell walnut, and all of the purple one require fern. You can click on gathering and you can see where you can get the fern. There is, for instance, a fern. You can gather this one. There is a fern. You can gather this one. If you're late game, you should always try to get all the fern and especially all the mushrooms. For this food, this is actually increasing your crit rates and attack. So it's also again a boost. And like with side dishes, you should always, when you unlock cooking, you should always cook and you should always eat. You should always be fed in this game. Progress not only for bosses, but also just for monsterlings, just for progress. Use your food. You're going to have more than enough ingredients to cook everything. And try to cook also the best dish. Don't worry, you're going to get enough food. I already have a lot of food cooked, and I still have like 80 of my mushrooms, or even 380 fern. So especially the entrees, you can cook as many as possible. And you should do this because you're going to get, after you cooked enough meals, for instance, I cooked this one already 160 times, you're actually getting starlight dot crystals. So every time you cook a specific food a specific time, you're going to unlock some starlight crystals. So cooking at once, cooking at 5 times, cooking at 10 times, then 20, 40, 80, 160, 320, and who knows how far it goes. We will figure this out. Same goes with entrees, and even if you don't use drinks, you should also unlock while cooking drinks, because they're also giving you starlight crystals. So starlight crystals, good for summoning. Now let's go to drinks. Don't hesitate to cook some drinks and to use them. Drinks revive a fallen character. So if a character falls down, you should always have enough drinks there. If a character falls down, just click on this fallen character and revive him. And don't hesitate, you're going to again get more than enough materials to actually cook them and use them. So use your materials. No need to save. No need to save for any endgame boss whatsoever. Use it right away. And eating. Now let me show how to eat. When you cook, when you finish a cook, you click on your bag. And you click on food. And here on food, you see what food you already have. At the beginning, you also already have your starting dishes. And you can use them to fight on bosses. And also like some of the smaller dishes. So don't hesitate, even before you unlock cooking, if you want to progress against the boss, to eat your food here. when you eat your food, and it's going to go for 30 minutes, and you can auto use food. So if you're, for instance, farming monsterlings, you can always, for instance, use the Kebimachi, use them, and then just auto food. Then that will consume it automatically. What I like to do is, now it's going to go to the endgame, which we're going to do, consume this super rare food. So every time you cook a food, there is a percentage that you get a better version of this food, which has like higher stats. And for endgame, for early and mid game, it doesn't really matter. Then I would actually prefer using not the better grade food, but a lower grade food for entrees. And for the main course, it actually doesn't matter of the highest grade. But the lower grade, like for instance this exclusive butter grilled scallops instead of the golden butter grilled scallops, this you can like use as much as possible. No need to hesitate. So what we're going to do now is actually we're going to cook. Going to cook actually some of these recommended tails. I'm going to cook 10 of them, just so that we have enough. There we go, we got a success and a super success. And like I said before, the success is the number one, super success is a little bit more. The super success foods I would keep for endgame, like Rift. But the successful is what we're going to consume now. I currently have low rating food running. The only reason why I have low food rating running is because there is actually an achievement for consuming food. So you get also starlight crystals if you consume food. So also good to cook low grade foods and then consume them. Same with little like I think cookie food. Yeah, let's actually do this. So now we're going to consume our steam tail. Then we're going to consume a higher grade exotic crystal Maki, because they have a higher capture proficiency. And we are now going to go for some boss monster hunts. So when we go to boss monster hunts, we're going to consume the food. And then we're just going to try to capture all the boss monsters that are available with a higher rate of capturing. You can see above then it says 25.3. So for let's say endgame mobs, it doesn't increase that much, but for early monster mobs and also for the bosses, it does increase. By not that little. So upper bows for me currently to 33%. Let me show you. Let me just. Yeah, this was super fast. And let me go to the boss. And have a bust. And now as you can see on the top corner, he has a 50.03% chance to be captured. That's maybe not the best example, but without the food it would be at 50%. So it's not that much, but especially for late game and for bosses, it's still kind of important. And with a little bit of luck, capture them, but nope, even with food, the chances might be still not enough. Okay, I think this is the end of the food guide. Don't forget, always keep cooking, always eating, regardless what you do in early game, mid game, end game. use your automatic food, especially on small dishes for the achievement. Cook the dishes for more star and the more stars. And don't forget to use your either Zeppy or higher grade food for capture proficiency when you go on your daily bus farming. I would say for my YouTube viewers now, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and if you want to, you can always go to Twitch to see me live. Go and give me some suggestions also in the comments what guide you want to see next. And if this was helpful, if I forgot something, and other than this, I will see you then there or on the next YouTube video. So bye bye YouTube, bye bye.